Yes, you're welcome to the Vibe Master JD, another beautiful Saturday morning. And of course, I have LAYCON here again with me. We spoke when it dropped Shine, and then now he's back again to talk about the full album. LAYCON, how you doing today, man?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me once again.
It's good to have you back. It's like we're used to having your face now. It's like, it's already part of the show for us.
What happens when you're family? So that's
good stuff. BIOBA, did I pronounce it right, or is there a different pronunciation for this word?
got it.
Like a king.
Like a king. That's what it is.
Right. You dropped BIOBA today, to be precise.
Yep.
And then you're already on the road doing your thing, promoting your music. Before BIOBA dropped, before you started preparing for the album, because your first album dropped 2 years ago.
Yeah, shall we begin?
And then let's talk about how from that last album to BIOBA now. Shall we begin? And Like a King, which is BIOBA. That period, transitioning into from your first album now to the new album. That period, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? What are the other things that you've gotten into during this period, and what are the things that you've picked during this period to be able to create this new project?
I mean, after the last project, I went on tour. I did my concert. Like after the concert that I just like had a conversation with myself, and I'm like, oh, like what next? And in my head, I'm just like, I just sold out like a 6,000 capacity event. So like, what next? Is it still music? Do I still want to like go for more, or do I just want to think about anything different? And I just decided to go to school. I went for my master.
Right. LAYCON now has a master. So there's one time there used to be the only MC with an MSc, but now we have more MCs with MScs now. So it's like
more MCs. There's more MCs with master's degree,
with PhD now. That's how far African music has come now. We have more people on the scene. We have more people representing globally like you. Your fan base, the massive movement. How have you been able to keep those guys together, man, through the years and then till now?
I tell you, I'm lying. I don't know. I feel it's just the love. The love is pure, and I feel like when your energy connects with other people's energy on much more than an emotional level, I think it's what you give out that you get, right. And that's just for me concerning the love that I get from everybody. Like the fact that I can go, they're supportive, 100% supportive of everything I do, and that's just so awesome to have. That motivates me 100%.
Yes, sir. I would say again, congratulations on the release of your new project, BIOBA. I'll let you define BIOBA for the people. I already said what it means, but I would like you will be able to explain better the deeper meaning of BIOBA to those listening and to your fans. And even those that don't know you, that are yet to know you, they need to understand what BIOBA is.
BIOBA is like it's part of my surname. My surname is BIOBA. So I just released an album titled BIOBA, Like a King, basically. And it's much more than that, obviously, because I feel like I'm at a stage in my life personally where I just want to I want to stretch myself. I want to involve myself in things that I'm uncomfortable with. I want to move outside my comfort zone and go try new things, succeed or fail, live my life basically, and have new experiences. And that's me doing what I want, regardless of what people say. And only kings have that kind of
mindset.
Only kings have that kind of ability to do what they want, regardless of what people say, because they have that kind of power around their life and what they want to do. And that's just it, like a king, BIOBA. It's so apt. Everything is just connecting perfectly.
Right. Because for someone to actually have attained your level of success and still go back to school, even though you might not even need it, it's a motivation for a lot of people out there. Seeing your story and knowing about your story. You went through the Big Brother Nigeria as an artist, came out, successful, had a very massive fan base. And then still went back to school, to motivate your fans. I'm sure a lot of your fans now are motivated by the fact that you went back to school. So big up yourself. BIOBA, the album is out now.
Out now. Everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, Boomplay, Tidal, YouTube, Deezer, anywhere you get the album. You get the album, stream it, and tell your people to stream it, to listen. Share your thoughts. Text, put it on Twitter, anywhere you are.
Right.
Put
it on thread too. Let it be a thread.
Yeah, on IG, tag anywhere. I'm out here. I'm available for it.
13 tracks, only one collaboration.
It's actually
okay. Go ahead.
It's 2 collaborations actually. Okay. Oladapo, the first track.
Yeah, that's true actually. My bad. First track. And then the 7th track. I thought the 4th track was a collaboration, but actually it was just the title of the song. Because when I first saw it, I was like, I don't see his name there, but I see his name as a title. So why that? And I saw now
I surprised him.
What did you say? You surprised him?
He did the same thing he did with Declan Rice for him.
Right. Why just one person on the collaboration? The major collaboration is, I'll say, one person. The other one is just an interlude. I'll say it's a collaboration as well. So why just these people?
Weird enough. I just named it after him. I named it after him because the song, the song is actually Medicine. That's the name of the song, right. Medicine. But I just changed the name to Peruse's Interlude. And I felt like dedication to him for the kind of talent that he has and the fact that he's able to come on any song and just do immensely well on it. Awesome. And the choice of features is like, you can see the theme of the album from sonically. There's like a definitive approach. Like the songs don't have different energy. They don't have different tempos as much. It's all aligned in the same.
Yeah.
Exactly, you get it. Even though it's different sounds, but it's still the same. It has the same rhythm. Let me put it that way. Different sounds, the same rhythm. And that's because that's what I wanted to put out. That's the kind of vibe that I want to put out. You see my other songs, you have the up-tempo songs, the mid-tempo, tempo, just the same rhythm. Yeah. If it's up-tempo, it's not so much.
Yeah, difference is not that much. Yeah, same tempo of everything, same vibe, same,
That kind of affected the features, because it's not like I don't have songs with other people, but
right. But you didn't want to pick those ones because you wanted a particular.
Yeah, they didn't fit in.
All right, perfect. So last night, that's the 4th track on the album and it features Oladapo. Talk to me about the track. How did this track come about, and then why was Oladapo the artist you picked for this particular track?
Yeah, Late Night Days. That song is it's like a retrospective song. It was a song about back then, back when. And that's actually the former title of the song, Back When. Right. But I changed Late Night Early Days because that felt more, that had more story.
Yeah.
Late Night Early Days, that had more story to it. And I created the song, and then Oladapo came through. I created the song. I was just reminiscing about my life, basically, where I was, where I am, and the fact that it's like the same space, but a different trajectory, basically. The same experiences, but on a different level. It's just like an upgraded version of every experience, honestly. And when he came through, he did the hook, and I loved it. But then the last part, which was the choir part, I felt like the song was missing something. So I called Youngest. Youngest is a super duper talented artist in Nigeria. I call him the choir master because he can take a song and it would translate the song in a very different way than what you imagined, and it's going to be super awesome. And he just adds a lot of voices, a lot of vocals to his production and his creation of music that you're like, you feel like angels are singing basically.
Right.
Just came in and he did the last part of the song, and that I felt like that was the best way to start the project. That was the best way to start the project.
I agree with you 100%. Putting so much work into the first track so that people can understand where you're coming from with the BIOBA title and the direction you're going with the project. Track 2, Shine. You dropped that a couple of weeks ago, and I can relate with that song. Anyone can actually relate with the song. Talk to me the experience, because I know something was inspired the title Shine. Were you going through like a stage in your life, or you were just in the studio and you were just like, I think I need a song, like this to inspire people? Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was when I was deliberating about going to school or not. It was, and then I had an accident, and it just made me realize how short everything can go in a minute. Everything can leave in a minute. So why not just do what you want to do? Like,
right.
Just go for things. And then I just went into the studio like a couple of days after I recorded Shine. Shine is actually Shine is the first song that I recorded on this album.
Wow. Shine. If you're tuning right now, man, you need to listen to this album. You need to stream this album. You need to share this album with 100%. The new LAYCON album is called BIOBA. Don't mind. Oh, okay. I thought something just happened now because like things just glitched. So marathon. There's this new trend right now. Everybody's on a ton thing. And coincidentally, you dropped your project during that period. So is this marathoning or what's going on this track? Talk to me about it.
This track is about a girl. It's not for the girl, but it's about a girl that I met in the club a couple of weeks. I think it's not far. It's this year. The marathon happened this year. I met her in the club. We went to the club with my guys. She came with one of my guys, but she wanted to leave with me.
Right.
Like, it was crazy because she was like, nah, she's not going to leave here until we exchange contacts and all that. And it was just, I'm like, don't tempt me, you this girl. Like, I know you're cute. Like, she's actually very cute and she's nice and all that, but the fact that she came with my friend and she wanted to live with me. But then this song is not for you, but it's about you. And I know she'll probably see this, or she'll hear this, or she'll see this. She'll read this story or this story somewhere, and she will know that she's one of talking.
I'm definitely going to cut this part now that you've mentioned it and send it around. We can look for who the person is.
Because she'll text me personally.
All right. Marathon. It's just funny how this album dropped around the period when the old
Bredathon or the Megatron.
Everybody's just trying, but it's good inspiration as well. Nigerians, we always want to take everything to the extreme end, and that's why we're overachievers, and that's a solid thing. Odumodu in a picanto. This track, there's a particular fan base that's going to jump on this track as well. The fact that LAYCON's fan base is still there, there's another massive fan base on the side that's going to jump on it too. Talk to me about the track.
Okrokoko King, Grand King.
Yes, sir.
So Odumodu in a picanto is just, it was a song. Weirdly enough, when I heard the beat, D-Will sent in that beat, and when I heard the beat, I first listened to the beat from the beginning till the end. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I went into the studio and I recorded, you know, all those background vocals that you hear that sounds like samples?
Yeah.
That was when I first recorded it. You asked me, you got that me that. So everything, I recorded all those ones first, and then I chopped them in the places I wanted them to be. And then I was like, okay, it's time to rap. And the first line that came to my head was, I'm glad you came along for a moment. They were thinking I was done. And from there, like, it just went. I recorded the song right there in the studio. It wasn't like more than 2 hours. It took me 2 hours to record, arrange, do my backups and everything. And that's like one of the shortest songs, one of the such recording sessions. Yeah, by the way, I recorded myself on almost all the tracks on this project.
That's great. Big ups.
So when that happened, it was just like, what name? Because at that point, Odumodu, I was listening to his music a lot. I wasn't going to lie. I found it. I connected with it somehow. I can't relate with everything he's saying, but I know, say, ooh, if I was there, it would be fun.
Right.
Like, that's the energy. So I like Odumodu in a Picanto, and the line was in the song, Shorty Black like Odumodu in a Picanto. So I'm like, yeah, I name it Odumodu in a, and everybody that's seen the title, they were like, why? Why did you name it that? And in my mind, the answer that I always have in my mind is, why not?
Why not? Exactly. You understood what you were feeling when you did the song. So like,
100%.
Definitely. That's another dope track on the project. We're gonna skip some of the tracks and pick out certain tracks because of the time we have.
Okay.
Waka Pass. I love Trigger. So let's go to let me not skip Trigger because I love that Trigger track. Let's talk about Trigger. What'd you say?
Trigger and Waka Pass, they are intertwined.
All right, perfect. So let's talk about them together at one.
So Trigger is, you know, that's that time when you're in a relationship with a girl and everything is sweet. When it just starts, the beginning of the relationship, you're calling each other pet names, that gift and all that, going on dates, holding hands. That's Trigger. That was the vibe I was in when I wrote Trigger, because I worked on Trigger with Oladapo and Shuri. So that was the vibe I was on when I was on Trigger. But then fast forward a couple weeks, everything just, like there's this energy of, I like you, but I can't be the only one for you. And then the girl is like, I don't mind. But in my head, I'm like, how will you say you don't mind? This thing is crazy. And that's what Waka Pass is about. And the funny thing is, she took some vocals because I needed somebody to record some things. And she helped me take some of those vocals for that Waka Pass song. The same girl that I'm talking.
Wow. I'm listening. So you thought I fooled?
Yeah, that's what the story is about. Basically, Trigger and Waka Pass are connected like that, and so it's basically the Waka Pass is me basically telling the girl, yeah, I like you, but I can't be we're going to have issues. Can't be the best boyfriend in the world. We're going to always have issues. And she's like, she doesn't mind if I do stuff with other girls, because in her own mind, they will just come and go. They can't be like her. Nobody has the space that she has. I mean, I'm not really entirely sure about that.
So yeah, just trying to leave. Okay. Trigger and Waka Pass. We've got to track 6 now. We've gotten past 2 girls already. How many more girls are we expecting to discuss in this? How many more girls are we expecting to discuss on this project so that we can plan ahead?
There's manifest, there's hear the rumors. Yeah, so I think just those.
We already spoke about the Peruzzi interlude and how it came about, so we'll just jump to the Roberto. That's another track I love on the project.
The Roberto was just vibes. Me and Culture were in the studio, chilling, having fun. We just created awesome music that fit the moment. It was just vibes, energy, good energy. Like everything was just coming. So it wasn't. Yeah, it was just a fun time, and we created a fun song out of it.
Awesome. I'll skip it to go to hear the rumors, and let me know if I skip past one of you. Let me even ask this before I get it, so I know what to skip. What is your favorite? And I know the last time I asked you this question, you told me every song on the project is my favorite. Today, I'm going to answer and tell me which one.
Song creating, like I still say, is Zero Beto. I had fun creating Zero Beto.
I think that's one of my favorite tracks too on the project, because when I heard the track, I was like, okay, because the vibe on the album is, you know, you rap, you put some of those fun rap stuff into it now, and then you sing again, and I'm like, okay, wait. Then switch again. I'm like, okay, like, because the way our genre is now and it's global, right? There's this need to infuse melodies into every type of song we do, every genre of African music we do, so that the world can understand what we are trying to say. So that's awesome. Zero Beto is one of my favorite tracks, and is also one of the tracks he loves most on the project. Hear the rumors. We already had some of those rumors here. BIOBA, we can't skip BIOBA. Sadly, I'm trying to skip the track, so it's almost impossible to even skip these tracks. Let's go to BIOBA. That track is already defined what it means and why that title. But this track itself now, is there anything extra than what you already explained to us before about BIOBA?
Yeah, I mean, the track, first off, that track samples one of my songs. There's a sample of my song
on it.
Yes, All Over Me. That track samples All Over Me, which was on Shall We Begin album.
Wow. So you brought back the vibe again. For those that are big LAYCON fans, if you did not peep that, then you need to be fined.
Samples All Over Me. So, I mean, BIOBA is just me basically hailing a girl, but telling her still, like, chill, I'm a king, girl. I want to be treated like a king. Like, 100%. That's it. But still, like, I'm confident in myself, and you can't get that in every guy.
All right. So, BIOBA like a king. LAYCON is a king. Is LAYCON, as a Yoruba man, is he on the demon side or the angel side? I know when we say demon side now, we don't say it in a negative way. Is he Yoruba demon or Yoruba angel?
That me very well. I will break your heart.
Here you have it, man. You have said it all. So if you are open too much, you need to chill for now and come back. You know, give him some time and come back. Come back to this. Naso. Remember me, very strong name, very important for every creative. Every creative wants to be remembered when they are gone, because like some always says, we'll be long gone than we'll be or will have lived on this earth. And then what matters most when you've gone is what did you leave behind for others to appreciate your work. Remember me. Talk to me about that track. Very deep track, and deep title as well.
Yeah, I mean, that song, I created that song. The story behind that song is long. I'm not going to lie. But basically, it was one time I made a tweet about Uju, like Benson, and people took it out of context and they just came for my head. And that night I woke up and I saw what was going on, and I was just like, what is this? What's going on? So I just woke Titanium up and we recorded the song. And that I feel like that's the hardest song I've ever had to record, because I had to dig in deep into my emotions and actually say, like, these things get to you. You need to actually let it out some way. And I did that with the music.
Wow, awesome. The title is actually, you know, something very important for everyone. Like I said, I don't want to keep it too long on the show. What has been the feedback so far? You've been out just a couple of hours today. You've been up and down. What have you been hearing from your fans so far?
100% positive. Everybody's enjoying the music. Everybody is loving it. But the most important thing for me is that you get the message. Like, you get the message and you find a bit of yourself in any of the songs. And I hope it connects to you. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed creating it. Because, like I said, this is my most vulnerable project yet. Like, I actually let myself feel. I let myself express my hurt in this, in the best of my ability. Maybe the next one will be much more vulnerable than this, but this is the best. the most vulnerable yet. And I'm happy. I'm happy with the experience. I'm happy, and I'm looking forward to just moving forward from here and seeing whatever it brings to me, whatever happens from it.
Yes. That's good words from you. What should we be expecting from LAYCON? Something fresh again. He just did his masters during in between his last album and this album. What is the other thing you're trying to now do? Go beyond your limits this time around.
When it's time to announce it, I'll announce it. I'm already doing one right now.
He's already doing one right now. Okay, on the low. I'll tell you guys. I'll ask him after the interviews, but we'll come back to it on his next interview that's going to be with us on the show. One thing I always do every time I have people come on the show is let them advise the young and upcoming artists. They've been in that situation as well. They understand what it is. I mean, the present situation of things right now, fast-paced, everything is going global. The overwhelming amount of songs that are being released daily. So many artists out now, trying to break that global ground as well. What would be that advice you give to a new artist just coming to the game, still trying to find their sound, trying to figure out who they are? What would be that one thing you tell them?
I mean, right now, the advice I can give is don't lose yourself while trying to fit in. Don't lose yourself while trying to fit in. If everybody is trying to do the same thing, try and be yourself. Just do what works for you. What you love doing is too important than for you to lose yourself because you're trying to copy some people. You get me? Yeah.
Awesome. Good words from the man LAYCON. BIOBA is out right now. I need you all to go ahead and stream BIOBA by LAYCON. LAYCON, I want to say big thank you for coming on Afrobeats in the Morning. It's good to have you once again. And
thank you.
I need you to tell the fans one more thing before I let you go. Just one special word to the fans.
God bless you guys. I really appreciate you guys. Keep supporting LAYCON. Keep streaming the music. One love. Big love.
Yes, thank you, LAYCON.